100 yard dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Haas, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. like rocket fuel.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 5-9.
Breeze now on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcel Dart. Flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
A loss of 3 yards on the sack. It's second down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be... before he could even get started.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 1-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Foles. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Ginn. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go. 21. Hey, wahoo! Don't say nothing. Bobo to Mike. Mike Bobo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Sammy! Kill!
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Gim's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Murray. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Saints.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step in.
They'll run on first down. Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner. And
he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Good. 180. 56. You better bring it. You better bring it. You let me know right now. You better bring it. Hey, goal. Sound goal. Sound goal. 56. 56.
Foles. And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Be alert. Be alert. Check, check. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
On first down, it's Blue. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Foles. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great.
They'll look to throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We go. Squeeze, double.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Defense wins championships, baby. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just... makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Foles. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Foles now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
180.
Check tight.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. Lee's got it over the middle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get 6 on the dump off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Ready.
Breeze now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
they really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
44, Mike, 44.
To throw, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Breeze now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
47 is the mic. I got you, pump.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Armstead on the carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, again, they go with Armstead. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, D.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's play caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Ready?
Check. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Running it with Armstead. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Breeze. A beautiful fake to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Opposite.
Now Breeze again. And that's caught by Smith. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Easy, opposite.
Mike's Bobo.
X3, 218, chopper. You think you won't get this?
On first down, it's Murray. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go with Murray again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough. First down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New Orleans.
Ready. Yellow lady.
I don't think you got it, son.
Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
We're good. I-4, ready. 44. Hey, zoom.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, it's Breeze. This pass caught at the 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
56. Here we go. 13. What is this?
Now Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Foles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Foles. Lee's got it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Fofo to Mike. Mike Fofo. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Silver.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
5-8, 5-8.
44, Mike, 44. Coming to you.
0-2.
Breeze to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And Thomas has it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Break it down, fellas. Break it down. We get opposite.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
A run here with Armstead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Armstead. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
They'll run on 2nd down with Blue. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Ready. We're waiting.
Check. Quit talking about it and bring it.
We're good. We're good. High forward. Ready. Ready. Check.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 5-9. Under.
It's our field. It's our field.
11.
Kill.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Finds the former Northwestern Wildcat, Austin Carr. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Jacksonville, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year.
Chains